morning. Good morning. Somehow I got rid of my comment. Playing with buttons. Pushing buttons. What's wrong with me? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a good Monday. I did. I caught up on some sleep. I was really tired. Very long nap and then went to bed early. I did get a little bit accomplished yesterday, but and I'll show you that here in a minute. Today is Laundry Basket Quilts Birthday Mystery. Block number 33 was released this morning, and I already picked up my fabrics. I'm sorry. It is an EPP project this week. I am super, super excited. So I went into my stash also and picked out a couple more background fabrics, because this one here had a lot of those, she uses a lot of those tans and backgrounds. So I went in to my stash and stole some from another project that I wanted to do. This tan one right here, and then, the lighting here, and then the white. So I'm going to put the tans in this section and in this section, and then the whiter one will go on the four corners. And then I stole the dark for the center. This one here is for the little center points, and then this one here is for these little sections right here. So I have 2 charm squares of each of these fabrics, so I have plenty to go around. I don't know that I'm going to be able to fussy cut a snowflake for the center, but I don't know that I'll be able to do that for the outer points here, but I can use these sections here for that. They're really small EPP pieces. I started cutting some out here. What I did was just print off my thing, and I cut out one of these two and transferred it to an index card, and then traced that so the paper wasn't so flimsy. So I've got these little bitty ones. Good morning, Heather. Hey, hey. How you doing this morning? So I've got that started. So that's a project that I can do from my spot in the living room sofa. And I am really excited about getting to work on this one. I don't know that I'm going to have this finished for the reveal tomorrow, but I can at least show you how far I get, if I get anywhere. But this is today's block, and I am super excited about it. You're awake. Yay. Me too. It was a very long day yesterday. It's very tired. So this is my project bin for all of that with my blocks. And then I did also work on mixed lollies a little bit. Did some chain piecing here, and that is this Sew Along with Emma Jean Jansen. I'm making the small version with 25 of these 9-patch blocks. I got to thinking about this yesterday, that I'm thinking, since my son's brother, who's kind of the middle boy of all 3 of them, has a son, and he needed a quilt. And I'm like, well, maybe this will work. But now I'm thinking it's a little too flowery. But I'll see when I get it all together. I did some chain piecing. a night chain piece, 2 patches of 2. So I got all the blacks are done. So I've got these 25 and these 25. Or no, I don't need 25. I need 22. So I need to do a recount because this is right. I just need to make sure that I don't have too many in this pile. And then all of the extra fabrics. So I've got them all pinned in here. From my initial count, I needed 16 more of the bottom ones. And then all I had to do was just add the third piece. And then I can just stitch all my rows together. So I figured if I can get the rows done today, all I have to do is just sew the rows together tomorrow. And then I'm ready for Thursday's assignment for the backgrounds. So I'm kind of excited about that. I did finish one of these, so I do have 3 of these now. So I think they're so cute. I think they're so cute. And looking forward to see what my backgrounds are going to look like with all of that. Either way, I got a lot done. And I did most of it this morning. I didn't do a whole lot yesterday. I did do a part yesterday as with the Churn Dash challenge that's going on with Gnome Angel. I've got links below today's video, so I don't have to do my homework on those. But I do have like 4 or 5 other videos that I do need to get the links in for. I did my homework and I watched all those videos though and wrote down all of the things that need to go in there. So I pulled out my orange and black Churn Dashes, the 6 inchers, pulled those out, and then I cut fabrics to do 3 more in the same like colorway, the same prints. And then I pulled out the next one because I don't have enough of that left to make all 9 blocks of it. So I pulled out another version of it. But so I've got these 2 colorways. I think I have enough of the same background to go with all of them, but we'll see. I may have to pull in another one, but I'm at least getting somewhere with the challenge as far as finishing a quilt that I started last year during Halloween. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But I'm also thinking I want to try to do a different version based on the way she does things. She's very vibrant, mixes patterns and colors and things. And so I pulled out some of my Tula Pink fabrics. So I started with this because I have yardage of this. I loved this fabric. Blue, yeah. So I want to use this as the backing. And so I wanted my front to kind of match. Plus Bristol blue, gotta have blue. So I pulled out a lot of things that were really blues, bluish, and that I could mix and match point corners and bars in the Churn Dash. So I pulled out a blue and lime stripe. I pulled out a blue and pink polka dot. I know. I pulled out this blue, light blue. I pulled out a light blue and purple. So because that purple was in there, I'm like, well, let's get some more purple in there. So I thought I'd try to fussy cut. She's a fussy cutter too. So I thought I'd try to fussy cut some of the bluer ones out of this. There's some on both sides, but I got blues. I also needed to make sure that I fussy cut, right? Do a big. I also needed to make sure I could fussy cut some animals to put in the centers. So I've got squirrels and acorns. And that's in the aquas and pinks and purples. I also pulled out this blue hexie print. So I'm going to mix and match and see how this all turns out. I pulled out this blue floral. Oh, and this is my absolute favorite. You got to put some of these in there, right? The ladybugs. You got to have that. Don't get you started on squirrels. I pulled out another hexie print in gray. think I'm going to try to pull out just the blues and the greens out of this, or blues and purples out of that. I have a very little of this, but I think I could get it in there somewhere. It's a purple and blue polka dot. I got another mineral print here that's of aqua blue colorway. And what is this? I don't even know what this animal is, but I had to have this. This has to go in there. Okay, so how do you feel about raccoons? I picked out that. Check out Handmade by Ying with Donna. You'll figure out. Okay, I'll go check it out. I picked out this blue mineral. I think is what it was. That's what that print is called, mineral print or something. So I picked out that one. I've got a couple fairy dust ones here. Let's see, I've got a teal blue with a lime green stripe. And I got the gray fairy dust. I've got a minty fairy dust and some white fairy dust. So I don't know which one I'm going to use. I'm going to use them all, I think. I'm going to try to find a way to use all of these fabrics. So that's pretty much all I had with all of that. So the others were, the pinks and the yellows and the reds, and I just might pull those out too, but I had to have animal prints, and so these were the three that I picked out, other than the ladybug. So maybe I have 4: squirrels, raccoons, and whatever this creature is. What is that creature? I don't know. I think he's really cool. He's really, really cool. And so I am looking forward to kind of doing some mixing and matching. Today's video that she emailed us talked about the mixing and matching of prints and colors, and do what you want to do and what feels good to you and how to do that and all that kind of stuff. So that was kind of very informative. It's stuff that I know in my head, but don't put into practice, I guess is what you could say. So I've got to cut these out and finish cutting out the rest of those, because tomorrow we start making blocks. So I'm looking forward to that. I might be a day or two behind on this project, but it's a smaller project, so I'm not as worried about it. Whereas this one here is a much larger one, and I want to make sure I stay on track with this. And I also want to make sure that I finish my EPP project for Laundry Basket Quilts by Tuesday before the next one. So this one here, I don't think I'll have as much trouble with, because in the morning with coffee, I can get quite a bit of this accomplished. Right now it's just the cutting that I have to do. So I will make sure I get all of that taken care of. And they're different. They're not hexies. So it's going to be a little bit different. So, and when I do hexies, I cut squares so that I have like padding in the back of my hexie. In this case, I probably will actually cut with a 1/4. You have to add the 1/4 inch to it. So I will definitely be probably cutting those 2 sides. Plus they're really teeny pieces, and I don't know if I could do that. And I might actually even glue them. Let's see here. I don't know what I did with it. In one of these cups, I have 3 of them, there is that new glue stick that I got. But here's my original Soul Line glue stick. The new one is in one of my other 2 cups. So I will be gluing those for sure, since they're so small. And so you saw that email this morning. Yeah, it's a very interesting listen. 30 minutes of talking about fabric, and I was like, no. She showed pictures and stuff like that. So I am going to definitely be paying attention to what people are posting as to how what they're doing. But I'm just going to go with that kind of color palette, the cool tones and stuff, with maybe a little throw in of that, of some funky ladybugs. So I'm looking forward to that and getting this one taken care of too. Getting a quilt. I just wanted like a table topper to have in my living room in the fall. So I'm using this opportunity, the challenge, to finish something I started. UFOs. I got enough of those. So that'll just take another one off my plate. And I'm loving that idea. So tomorrow you'll just get an update of what I've been doing, what I actually was able to accomplish today, and anything else that pops up. But other than that, I don't know that it's going to be a very more than the usual 15 minutes that I give myself to do a video on a daily basis. So, but if you're sewing along, please post pictures of your lollies or your churn dashes or your laundry basket quilts things. Post them onto the Facebook page. Show everybody what you're working on. I want to see how what fabrics you chose and how you're doing your projects. I'm very interested in getting and taking in all of that information and sharing it with our group. So I have some pictures that I took before I went away on Sunday, and so I want to get those posted. I still have all the descriptions to put in, a handful of videos that I didn't do. So if you were looking for something in a video and the link wasn't there, look back in the next day or two, it should be there. So I need to get all that done. Today, I put everything in this video. So if there's a link that you're looking for or something that you heard about, please let me know. I can provide you with all that information. Ooh, I have not yet checked my Bristol Blue email, so I will go and do that today too. So I have a habit of just looking at my personal one. So because I have things going to both email addresses, and I typically, most of them come to my personal one. So, but I've got work to do today. I didn't get out and do any work outside of the house yesterday, so I'm going to try to get out there tonight for a few hours, a couple of hours at least. So I'm going to probably be working on this stuff until about 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon, and then I will probably take the rest of the day off from it. But I will be back at it bright and early tomorrow morning, and I will see you at 10 a.m. Wednesday morning, Central Standard Time, right here, this channel. All right, you guys take care and get to working on your lollies and churn dashes and laundry basket quilts blocks for the week. All right, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow. Bye now.